answers will be Rattel for sure. Unless Acrobat picks something of an explosive champion as well, maybe he can join in and not just kite away from the members of Fennel because they have so much gap close as well. You have the Ziggs for the Mega Inferno Bomb long range. You have the Fiora, of course, for chasing down and dueling. There's also the backup here with the Hero's Entrance from Orthros later on.
Yeah. Right now, since there is a bit of AP damage already coming out from Fennel, I am looking at maybe a possible Senna angle for them because they do have a Galio. Has always been a good combo with them, but on the other hand, for KT.RY, it's also a possibility. Might be a good idea either for Fennel to steal it away, or maybe for RY to ban it, because Senna used to be one of those good champions along with the Gragas in the bot lane, and then if a Riven goes in, then the Senna just pops her ulti. That gives a lot more protection for the engage, and that could also be something to look out for when the Fiddle does start these engages.
I like the Aatrox pick too, because yes, there is some sort of burst on KT.RY, but there is gonna be a what if situation kind of. If Chaz survives the burst, he's gonna be able to sustain himself later on, put his HP back to full health. Key here on Aatrox. I mean, we have seen it a while ago in the fight for side, right? It's out of this world, obnoxious. At least they do hover the Ashe for now, possibly to add in a layer of CC to KT.RY to maybe just pin down this Aatrox and don't give him a chance at all to actually just regen.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you do pick the Ashe, if you lock it in, you kind of need to go for a damage angle here, right? Because Marksman Ashe does not give as much damage as other marksmen in the game. Lucian could be the answer, but now I'm thinking of what would be the answer from Fennel. They don't have a marksman yet, so that doesn't give them the angle to probably play Shen. I think Shen would have been a great opportunity here, because if the Ashe hits her ultimate, the Shen can just pop his ultimate as well to cancel a lot of the engage. Now it's on Fennel to be able to pick a marksman, and they do pick up the Corki. Technically, he is a marksman.
And this recently received buffs as well, right? So that's just pretty amazing. And they will be able to utilize this in the game as well. Well, would have been nice, right? Because double auto attacks, but you have to pick an ADC. That's the rule of this tournament right now, especially in Season 2. So they're going to be relying on this Corki of Danny. Danny plays a lot. He is a Corki main, so it doesn't matter. He's going to be able... Oh, wow.
Actually, Helios is also a Corki main. He also plays a lot.
Oh, yeah. So it's like, nope, Danny, give it to me. And then it's like, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, that is a very good flex pick, right? A very good threat right now when it comes to the roster of Fennel. Two players playing Corki. If they're able to utilize it effectively in this game, that could be a threat for the whole league.
A massive threat for sure. Let's see if they're going to be able to get wins with this one. Again, game number 1 between KT.RY and Fennel coming our way. And we have a very nice composition.
Yeah, definitely. Something to look for. Riven is not a champion that we have been seeing the past couple of days. Get to see her again here being piloted in the Baron lane. Also a Fiddlesticks Idolwamba combo potential coming from the side of KT.RY. But there is a lot of intricacy in this composition, because there is still the Gragas who can screw things up with a badly cast cask, right? There is a bit of layer of complexity for the KT.RY team. On the other hand, for Fennel, it's very straightforward. You have poke potential with the Ziggs and the Corki. You also have a lot of damage just coming out from the Fiora and from the Aatrox. What they're lacking is the amount of CC that's being thrown by KT.RY. So Fennel needs to be able to throw their damage before KT.RY just seizes them to oblivion.
Also, if they're going to be able to find ways to bait out their abilities and then re-engage when they don't have those tools anymore, that can be a way for them to actually win as well. KT.RY is starting it, standardly. Red side start for the Fiddlesticks of Doe, while Chaz is in the red side as well. So possible bot side gank, though, since they do have the Galio. KT.RY interested in maybe bullying out spells in the top lane.
Yeah, probably gonna be the angle. Trying to give that Riven a bit of a lead. If you give the thing is with the Fiora Riven matchup, it's very skill based. Fiora has the repose, can be able to dodge the stuns of Ratel, but Ratel on the Riven also has two abilities that are able to do that. Has the knock up on the third proc of the first ability as well as the stun. So there's a lot of potential here, but bot lane, heavy trading here.
Acrobat took some damage, but so does Danny and Orthros. Chaz though going here right now. Unwarded is the brush. This might actually be just perfect timing. Flashes in. Zero's gonna get taken down. One more auto attack should do the trick. And that's first blood for Fennel.
Yeah, great first blood right there. Chaz getting the call from Fennel. Fennel was already trading with KT.RY once, and then when they traded again, Chaz just immediately went to that lane, able to catch out the Gragas. I think it was a bit of a late flash, but even though he flashed, he was still knocked up and essentially CC'd. But now, though, was already level 5. Popping ulti.
Oh, Storm, though, gets knocked up, though. Spells is still being able to stay alive, and they get the kill countered strike there by Fennel. It's a perfect K-maker here to KT.RY.
Yeah, great call right there from Fennel. Orthros immediately rotating to the top side after dying in the bot lane, was able to back up the Fiora, who was very much vulnerable, as we mentioned in the previous series. On top laners, what you're fighting for is both HP and how big your wave is going to be crashing into the enemy turret. And with him being at half HP, only at level 4, he was very much in danger of the dive. Fennel is able to recognize that map situation, immediately pointing Orthros at the top side, saving him and even getting a kill for themselves.
Oh yeah, now Fennel is slowly getting a gold lead. 3 minutes in, 2 kills picked up. Maybe they can amplify it later on and, channel it, the lead that they have so far, into more vision control, more side lane control, more pressure towards the side lanes as well. That has been influenced so far here by Chaz. And let's see what's going to be the next move here for Fennel.
Yeah, currently 2-0 in kills for Fennel. They definitely have the advantage right now. Also an early lane swap. This is what we've been seeing from teams that pick up the Ziggs when they hit level 5 or level 6. They put the Ziggs in the mid lane. I think it's to maximize the potential effect of the Mega Inferno Bomb. Since a semi-global ability, the Ziggs just needs to walk a bit either to the top side or the bot side to be able to affect these side lanes. And it's also usually paired up with the marksman that is easily paired with your support, and Corki fits that build.
Oh yeah, especially with the safety of Corki, right? You have some influence as well with your package for team fights. You can go in, you can set up, you can split up the members of KT.RY. There's so many ways that Fennel can actually approach this game, especially on team fights. Right now, we see Orthros going to the mid lane. We see Chaz up some vision in the bottom lane. Chaz spawning out though as well, denying the crown. We'll be backing away. World Ender has been used already. We'll be disengaging for the meantime.
Yeah, but 2 ultimates were used by Fennel right here. Both Chaz and Orthros are ultimate-less, but Zero was able to dodge the fight right there. With the objectives about to come up, 5-minute mark, we'll be having the Herald and the Dragon. This could potentially be something to look out for when the fight starts. No ultimate from the Galleon means no quick response. No World Ender from the Aatrox, meaning no resets, no regen when it's able to get takedowns.
Fennel being more vulnerable as the objective spawns is going to be quite disadvantageous for them. But you do see those starting on RH. Fennel will be more than happy to just start this Dragon up and just take this without hesitation. Acrobat is here, Zero as well. We do see the Lucian too of Luna, but it's not going to be able to at least get this Dragon away from Fennel. They get this scaling objective while trading for the Rift Herald.
Yeah, and I love what the KT.RY did there. Since it was a free Herald, they took attention from Fennel so that they can't be able to push the mid lane. And now with Shelly crashing into the turret, 29 HP, can you get one swing? No! Just one swing could have taken that turret.
Now Fennel has given KT.RY some temptation here in the mid lane. Do you walk up? Because clearing mid is going to be so challenging because they have the Ziggs. It's an easy wave clear. Just one bouncing grenade, just one Satchel charge, you're gonna be able to clear out the wave. You also have your landmine, or just one Mega Inferno Bomb will do the trick.
Yeah.
Someone will walk up there.
Yeah, and it becomes this mind game, right? We've been seeing these teams utilizing tempting objectives like this and punishing the other team. Yes, KT.RY might be able to pick up the turret with just one auto attack, but if Fennel has the right setup to be able to punish and get a couple of kills, they might be able to get objectives on their side, and that's something that Fennel should be looking for while they have this very tempting mid lane turret being pretty low right now.
Imagine if there's also like a Jano, right? That will time her shield.
Yeah.
So that your auto attack will be denied. Oh, that would be so frustrating. Yeah. At least there's better chance for KT.RY to take this tower. But it's not yet, just now. Not 2 minutes in, not 3 minutes after.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that KT.RY can do though, since they have more river control at the moment, they can lure Fennel members into the bot lane, try to threaten a dive on the Corki, and maybe just maybe sneak that arrow. Looking like that's what exactly they're doing.
Storm has been invested though in just one Mega Inferno Bomb. Hero's Entrance. It will end there actually. There's a lot of things being invested. And that's gonna allow KT.RY to finally maybe push that tower in the mid. No. That is just there. And Acrobat is like, oh man.
Yeah. And I love how he did one auto. That's 12 HP. That was 29 earlier. It wasn't enough. But Zero, here for the dive.
Ilias will be fine. But the rest of Fennel's actually going there already. Danny joining them as well. So mid tower is gonna get pushed. Our Orthros gonna get denied.
Yeah, and look at Zero. He's back again. And KT.RY just did it twice. Convert a mid lane turret get by tempting Fennel into the bot lane. And now Fennel is looking for a dive here in the bot lane. No, it's just been cleared immediately. Daw is even there for the assist. And so far, KT.RY is just leading Fennel around because they did have that advantage in their mid lane. They were able to convert that. Now they have opened up the map more for themselves.
Fennel getting a bit of a gold deficit here with exchanges so far. And props to KT, they're actually able to manipulate their decisions so far. That allowed them to secure the tower into the mid lane. That allowed them to deny some engages here of Fennel in the bot lane. And just provide Rattel an opportunity to scale up in the top one. He's unfazed despite the matchup of a Fiora of Spells.
Yeah, so far we really haven't seen a lot, right, from the top lane because there's just so much pressure, there's so much attention being put by both of these teams at the bottom half of the map. And that is specifically because they have a stronger core composition in the bottom side. They have the Galio Ziggs is just great at clearing waves as well as the Corki, but now Do, recognizing that they also need to do something with the top lane turret, might be threatening a dive against spells.
Storm gonna be used as a great fear. Arrow as well gonna be invested. Can they get the kill? The cast even invested everything. PTSD staying in the top lane for too long, and Chaz cannot do anything to help him as well.
And magnificent timing right there from KT.RY. The Crow Storm hit at the exact time when Acrobat's arrow was also heading to the top side. When he was in the maximum amount of fear, that's when the arrow hit. Spells can't even use his repose to cancel any of those CCs, and that's just an amazing pick from KT.RY.
That's like 6 crowd controls invested, but Fennel only needed 3 in the bottom lane to take down the Ashe and got the revenge. It was like, Acrobat, screw you. We'll take you as well.
I mean, it's an Ashe walking up ahead of the river. That's bad a bit of a questionable. Yeah, bad move. Exactly.
It's like walking up to Tondo at like 3 in the morning or 10 in the evening, while flashing your fancy clothes and your watch and stuff.
Right. Like walking to a very dark alley and just. Should I even be here? And just decide, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
sure. Nothing's gonna happen.
Why am I gonna be scared here? And then they tell you why.
They
show you why.
Exactly. And even though KT.RY with some good picks, they still gave up mid lane turret. It was kind of a free pick right there for Fennel.
Yeah, it's a clean start actually still. by KT.RY. Despite them being threatened on Soul Point by Fennel, they have secured 3 towers. That actually helps them secure a couple of gold lead, 2,000 to be exact. But Fennel pressing, threatening for this Soul Point is gonna be very, very difficult for KT.RY. Yeah, they do have crowd control, but we have seen some counters coming in from Fennel. So
this is very
really
classic.
Be surprising now.
Yeah, it's a classic. When you have healers and Chaz in your team, it's usually like this, right? Very objective based, very macro. I do remember back in the WCS when these two players played together in the same team, it felt like the very same. They prioritize getting objectives, getting the towers over getting kills, and they slowly choke you out by having more items and trying to fight you for there. But right now, KT.RY, I think they're trying to sniff out a gank here on Spells, and Spells might be feeling it.
Spells? You feel it? You smell it? No. Chad is the one that actually caught them off guard this time around. And Fennel gonna be able to at least, make some plays on the other side. We see Rattel going towards top side, and yeah, you mentioned it earlier that the combination of these players just allows them more to be able to be objective based rather than kill based. And they're making it happen right now through the dragon stacks that they have acquired so far, in which KT.RY, they have been trying to respond through kills, but unsuccessful in translating it elsewhere.
Yeah. And now with the Baron up, I'm not sure if Fennel is really the team with the fastest. No, they have a really slow Baron take, so them threatening this objective is kind of questionable, but now it's mostly just to gain more pressure. They're looking to get out this top side.
Let's see. Orthros gets knocked back. Great arrow connecting here onto Chaz, but unable to do any follow-ups here from KT.RY. So that's 2 major ults now denied. Fennel can just reset and prepare for Dragon.
Yeah, and actually KT can even threaten this Baron even by just a bit, threaten the position, but Rattel actually able to take the bot lane second tier turret. That's a big point of pressure right now in favor of KT.RY because it's the opposite side of Baron. They'll be able to produce a large wave in the bot side, crash it near the turret, and then Fennel needs to put members there, because if not, their inhibitor turret might just fall.
Ilias just poking out Zero, making sure he shows his presence and reveals him as well. Tracking down the members here of KT.RY. And yeah, Rattel actually starting to have a massive influence in the sidelines. And Spells is starting to have a bit of trouble controlling, handling him as well. That gives ample leeway here for KT.RY to threaten on the other side of the map as well. Like the Baron being set up with Vision, Dragon spawning up in the next few seconds as well. Might be of interest here for Fennel, but if KT.RY makes a play, this is going to be very dangerous here for Fennel.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be very dangerous for Fennel. Right now as well, they don't have as much, as we mentioned earlier, they don't have really as much threat to these objectives. So what they will be trying to do most of the time is try to bait in KT.RY, try to get these fights and then turn on the objectives. So far, it seems like KT.RY recognizes this fact, does not go for these just 50-50 fights. They are waiting for Fennel to go to them.
Waiting for the perfect moment to actually strike, since they know that they have the upper hand in terms of crowd control. The damage is still massive here on the side of Fennel. They have the package as well here on the Helios, but KT.RY is just being patient, waiting for it to expire. And they're just waiting patiently as well.
Yeah, very patiently waiting. These two teams are currently going for in this game. Very low kill count, 4 kills in total, 15 minutes. This is a far cry from what we've seen earlier. Rattel seems to be taunting the members of Fennel.
Yeah.
This is now allowing KT.RY to shove up mid lane.
Yeah, the macro play being set up here by KT.RY. Package already expired, and Helios had to use it as well. Mid lane being pressured. Luna do the job as Rattel is just baiting them in the bottom lane. This is what you mentioned. This is the macro of KT.RY. Slowly but surely they are increasing the pressure towards Fennel, while Daw is already starting the Dragon.
Yeah. Big buy as well from Danny. Already has a death cap on that Ziggs. That's going to be massive AoE damage.
Oh, if you want to get hit, Spell's taking so much damage.
Ooh, what flash!
is a little bit off right there. Chance will get obliterated. Might be a chance right now for KT.RY to actually get this dragon. Spells doing a really good job. Reposting the damage here off Luna. And now Fennel is actually taking over in this dragon. They will be able to get this. And Soul now secured by Fennel. Thanks to Spells getting the launch on. Now he flashes in onto Acro, but secures the kill as well. The 3 remaining members here of KT.RY is having no access to anything here in this fight.
Yeah, and what a great fight right there from Fennel. They were able to catch KT Roaster in that pit. You can see a bit of frustration as well in the player cam from Doe, but look at this replay right here. I mentioned like what a flash from Doe because he was about to get hit with a Mega Inferno Bomb, dodges the damage, but I believe in the rest of this fight he's gonna fall as well. He gets into the middle in front of Chaz, but Orthos might be going down.
Too much damage from the bullets of Luna. He will fall down. But what's next? Cash a little bit off there. Dan is still able to escape, but the Baron now is very vulnerable. 4 versus 5. KT wants to force a fight.
Yeah, this is gonna be the Baron threat right now. It's a 4v5. It's very dangerous from Fennel. They need to challenge this.
Yeah, they will. Mega Inferno Bomb is gonna be used. Arrows though will connect onto no one. Chaz is in the pit. Will not get the steal. Zona secures it, but now a little bit late on the engage here or Spells, but they will catch the tail at the very least. Knocks him up. Will get killed. Fennel kind of wanting more, but will not pursue anymore.
Yeah, I think either Chaz used the smite early right there, or he didn't have smite when he went into the pit because the Baron went to about like 100 plus HP and eventually was secured by Do on the Fizzle 6. Good secure for them because if the Baron did go to the Fennel, that would have been a snowball to be heavily in favor of Fennel. But at the same time, Fennel still has the soul. Able to get all those dragon buffs, could still have enough power to be able to punch through against KT.RY.
And now, the Elder Dragon. Final objective here. KT.RY wants a taste of it. They have the Baron, they have better stats compared to Fennel. Except if you take into consideration the stats that the Dragon gives you. Chaz gonna be prioritized right now, brought down to 0, and the Elder Dragon gonna be taken here. Fennel running for the high heels. They want to escape, but KT.RY is just chasing them effectively. The Elder Dragon making in play. KT.RY securing 4. Fennel with only Danny remaining alive. This might be just game.
Yeah, and Do redeems himself after he died in the Dragon Soul fight. He was able to secure the Baron and then steal the Elder. This is the game for KT.RY.
Fennel cannot do anything anymore since it's only Danny in the base. And despite the soul being taken from KT, they get the Baron, they get the Elder, they get the fight, they get the win, they get game number 1.
Yeah, game number 1 goes